Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah. A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. So today, here on Honest J. Nowak, I'm going to go ahead and talk about a couple things about restaurants. And the simplest thing I can think of at this moment is that restaurants themselves, sometimes they're pretty good at giving you a good diet, and sometimes they're not. That's kind of just my little summary about the whole thing itself. Because after all, it depends on the place that you happen to go to. If you're not familiar with the documentary known as Super Size Me with Morgan Spurlock, then of course you should realize that most of those ginormous restauranteering chains and fast food places like McDonald's, Arby's, Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, and others out there, they all happen to contribute to the obesity epidemic, which 20 years ago was a huge phenomenon and a huge disaster that America had been struck with. For the past 20 years, though, we've been able to recover very well. According to a few sources out there, it seems that America has now become the 18th fattest country in the world. That's right. 20 years of simply working to fix the problem from number 1 of the fattest country in the world to now being at around number 18 on average. Of course, as time goes by, we are going to continue working on that, and then eventually become the 19th fattest country, the 20th, the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th, and so on. That is, of course, unless we go back to our old ways. We are, in fact, going to cause more deaths relating to obesity and the like. Whereas with most of today, we happen to cause a lot more deaths because of our own technology. I'm not kidding. Electric cars, sometimes relating into car crashes and the like, but for the most part, there are in fact a combination of drunk drivers and phones that are being used while driving. Of course, the law sometimes points out that you should not use your phone while driving. But of course, this is something that many people tend to, well, I guess, put around. Wow, I'm getting off track there at this point. I'm talking about restaurants, not people getting killed because of certain things. But you know what? Obesity has caused lots of deaths in America at the same time that nowadays we are getting a lot of deaths because of a lot of things, including nCoV, which currently has more than 33,000 deaths worldwide, but you know what? That could be another thing I could talk about after it's all over. So at this point, restaurants of all sorts, I've tried every single one of them, as many of them as I could come across. And I could tell you for sure that out of hundreds that I've been to, some of my top favorites would include Buffalo Wild Wings, Baskin Robbins, and Chili's, Odyssey, and a lot of others out there. I mean, those are like my top favorites overall, because Buffalo Wild Wings does in fact make a huge abundance of some of the best wings I might have ever had. Mostly boneless. But of course they also tend to create other items, including some sandwiches, some wraps, and some other things along the line, which I'm starting to get rather hungry for it, but because of nCoV, yeah, I'm going to point that out again one more time before I get going. I'm going to have to stay home and enjoy a lot of this good food that I got. Mostly vegetable related. I'm definitely going to be on the track to, well, continuing with, well, muscular build and the like. And I guess I could probably let you know what happens then. So until that happens, though, until anything else pretty much turns up here on HJN or otherwise, if you want to see more, go down on my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.